Have you ever really stopped to think about what's actually running the show inside your body? Turns out there's this hidden control panel, a super complex network that's quietly managing pretty much everything, from your energy levels to your mood. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain and really dig into the secrets of your body's own command center. So let me just ask you this straight up. Who or what is really in charge of how you feel right this second? Your mood, how you slept last night, even how hungry you are. It might feel totally random, but trust me, it is all being directed from behind the scenes.
Well, the answer to that question, it lies deep inside your body's own secret headquarters. We are about to unveil the master controls that are pulling all the strings every single second of your life.
And here it is. It's called the endocrine system. And honestly, the best way to picture it is exactly like an internal control panel for your body. It's this whole network of different glands, all working together, and they have one main job: to create and send out very, very specific chemical messages.
And those messages? They're called hormones. Just think of them as little memos or emails being sent out from that main control panel. They travel all through your bloodstream, delivering instructions to all your different organs and tissues, telling them how to handle growth, metabolism, reproduction, you name it.
Okay, so if the endocrine system is kind of like a company, then who's running the place? Let's meet the executive team, the key glands that are basically the managers of your body's entire operation.
Right at the very top of the org chart, you've got the hypothalamus. This is the master controller, the CEO of the whole shebang. It's located right in your brain, and it's the critical link between your nervous system and your endocrine system. It's regulating all those basic needs like hunger, thirst, sleep, even your body temperature.
And reporting directly to that CEO is the pituitary gland. This is your general manager. It sits right at the base of the brain and basically takes its orders from the hypothalamus to go and regulate a bunch of the other glands. It also has direct oversight on huge projects like your growth and water balance.
And then you've got the rest of the management team, the department heads. You've got the pineal gland, which is in charge of your sleep schedule, making melatonin. The thyroid gland, that runs the energy department, managing your metabolism and how fast your heart beats. The adrenal glands are your emergency response team, kicking in when you're stressed. The pancreas oversees blood sugar, and in females, the ovaries manage the reproductive system. See? Every single one has a super important job to do.
Now, these glands, they don't just work alone. They actually form this high-stakes alliance with other parts of your body, especially your nervous system. So let's take a look at how they work together in what you could basically call the body's emergency broadcast system.
Now, what's so cool here is you can see how the two big communication systems in your body compare. Your nervous system uses these lightning-fast electrical signals. It's all about an instant response. Think pulling your hand away from a hot stove. But the endocrine system, it sends those slower chemical messages, the hormones, for actions that need to last a bit longer. All right, let's see this in action. Let's say something scares you. Okay, step 1, your brain senses danger. Immediately, step 2, the hypothalamus, our CEO, signals a code red. That message goes out, and in step 3, the adrenal glands, the emergency team, get the signal and just flood your body with adrenaline. And boom, you're ready for that fight or flight response. It's a perfect, seamless collaboration.
But what happens when this perfectly balanced system goes wrong? I mean, just like any complex control panel, sometimes you can get glitches or bugs in the code that can mess up the whole operation.
And here are just a few of those common system malfunctions. Take the adrenal glands, for example. If they produce way too much of the hormone cortisol, it leads to something called Cushing's syndrome. Too little? That's Addison's disease. Or if the pancreas has problems, that can lead to diabetes. And when the thyroid gland gets out of whack, you end up with metabolism issues like hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. But here's the good news. We have a whole range of options for system maintenance and repair. This can be things like hormone replacement therapy, taking insulin for diabetes, or other medications that can either block or lower certain hormones. Yeah, sometimes surgery might be needed, and, so importantly, just managing your lifestyle through diet, exercise, and stress, that plays a massive role. So, let's bring this all back home. Why does any of this actually matter to you in your day-to-day life? Well, you can think of all this as finally getting to read your own personal user manual. Because these hormones, these little chemical messages, have an absolutely huge, wide-reaching impact. I mean, look at this. They directly influence your mood, your weight, your energy levels, your fertility, your blood pressure, pretty much every single aspect of your health and how you feel. And that is the absolute key right there. As our source material for this explainer says, even small hormone imbalances can cause mood swings, weight gain, or weight loss. That just shows you how powerful, but also how incredibly sensitive this whole system is. One tiny little change can create a massive ripple effect through your whole body. So, the really crucial takeaway here is this. Keeping that internal control panel, your endocrine system, healthy and in balance is absolutely fundamental to keeping your entire body in sync. When the messages are clear and all the managers are doing their jobs correctly, everything else just runs smoothly. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. Your body is sending you these chemical messages every single second of every single day. It's constantly talking to you. The real question is, are you listening?